To say the Land Rover Defender is just another SUV would be an understatement. The Defender has a legacy 70 years in the making, with a cult admiration, defining purpose, and recognizable shape, all of which make it an icon. The original Defender was a functional off-roader capable of tackling every terrain out there, built for the farms of the United Kingdom. But the new generation Land Rover isn't just about utility, is it? This one is for the globetrotters, the adventurers, and those who want to conquer the world without compromising on luxury. The new generation Land Rover Defender is a highly advanced version compared to its predecessor. It is built on the new D7X platform, a derivative of the D7U platform that underpins the Range Rover lineup, but reinforced for enhanced off-roading capabilities. It is more powerful too, with the new Ingenium range of engines, while the cabin is loaded with connectivity apps and features. All of which is a far cry compared to the bare-bone structure of the original. The upgrades have moved the SUV high on the price scale as it now caters to a more premium audience. The design then gets the premium treatment as well, but with a strong sense of familiarity. The new Defender is instantly recognizable, but with ample of modern touches all over. The big boxy frame has been retained, but the face is more rounded around the edges for pedestrian safety. The influences from the decade-old DC100 concept are evident with the circular LED daytime running lights, while the upright front is subtle yet intimidating. So every design element on the Land Rover Defender is there for a reason. Like the side air intakes, for example, the one on the left is actually functional and you can add a snorkel there to improve its off-roading capabilities even further. But the design element I really want to show you is of course the aluminium casing on the right. Now this on the C-pillar pays homage to the original Defender and is also functional because you can add a luggage accessory there to add to the versatility of this SUV. The rear profile gets some of the best design elements. The tailgate is massive and has quite the heft with the spare wheel on top, while the vertically stacked LED tail lights are a work of art and light up like a Christmas tree. The new Defender 110 5-door version is on sale in India for now, and the proportions are intimidating to say the least. It is massive at over 5 meters in length with a wheelbase extending over 3 meters that gives it quite the road presence. The 110 will be joined by the short wheelbase Defender 90 3-door later this year. So the cabin on the Land Rover Defender gets a completely new layout compared to other Land Rover cars. Now this is a completely new layout in the sense that it does not get a dual touchscreen setup, but instead what it gets is a new PV Pro infotainment system. Now this unit is advanced in the sense that it now gets OTA updates, so all the latest softwares will be right at your screen whenever Land Rover rolls them out. But more importantly, the overall design of the cabin is far better in my opinion, because this is a very clutter-free cabin. It gets all the functional updates, all the right features and nothing ostentatious. Anything that does not belong here isn't here, and that's the whole point of something like the Defender, and that's why it stands out as well in my opinion, because for a cabin like this you need to be a little more functional, and Land Rover achieves that without compromising on quality. You literally climb into the new Defender with a towering view of everything on the road. The cabin feels premium but rugged with elements like the wood inserts, exposed metal and visible screw heads. The seats are upholstered in a blend of leather and canvas, with the fabric making it to places that experience higher wear and tear. The dual-tone cabin looks stunning, and while the colors may not be too friendly for India, there are other options to choose from as well. The center console integrates the infotainment system, gearshift knob and dedicated controls. This also opens up more room and storage space in the middle, including a cooled glove box. The second row offers liberal headroom and knee room, while the third row is best reserved for children, and even then it is a squeeze. There is an abundance of charging points across the cabin and an overwhelming number of grab rails too. The iconic Alpine windows do remain one of our favorite design elements. The new 10-inch PV Pro screen is easy to use and gives a good view of everything around with the 360-degree cameras. There are squatter cameras too to provide you a low ground view of what's around the SUV. Now the 2-litre Ingenium petrol engine is very relaxed and actually suffices the job when it comes to highway and city runs. But we do miss the 3-litre engines that will be arriving in 2021 that will pack more power and torque, of course. But this engine in particular, this 2-litre Ingenium petrol, is relaxed in its nature, and that's how the gearbox also works. The turbocharged motor produces 296 brake horsepower and 400 Nm of peak torque and is paired with the 8-speed automatic transmission that offers seamless shifts. It does lack urgency though, that's most felt during overtakes. Power kicks in from as low as 1500 RPM and the motor is quite refined. The car feels at home whether on rocky terrain or tarmac. It's quite drivable in the sense that its on-road mannerisms are excellent. Unlike the Jeep Wrangler, which can get a little jerky, this one doesn't. It glides over bad roads and the overall mannerisms of the car are excellent and very practical in day-to-day use. There is terrain response too that further optimizes the vehicle settings to tackle the ground below. The steering is light and makes direction changes feel like a breeze. Body roll is noticeable, but the SUV remains composed around a bend. The air suspension irons out most undulations and offers that extra clearance when you need to go above and beyond the flatlands. The Defender comes with a 2-speed transfer case with low ratio and short overhangs that make for an approach angle of 38 degrees, ramp over angle of 28 degrees and a departure angle of 40 degrees. The electronics are water resistant with a water wading depth of 900 mm. In our short drive, we did not manage to test that claim, but be rest assured, we will be doing that very soon. Prices start from 73,98,000 rupees for the Defender 90 and go up to 90,57,000 rupees for the range-topping Defender 110. All prices are ex-showroom India. With the plug-in hybrid and 3-litre engines coming later in the year, prices will see an increment but will add to the SUV's appeal. The Defender competes head-on with the Jeep Wrangler and the Mercedes-Benz G-Class. The Wrangler though is more accessible with prices starting at 64,04,000 rupees. The G-Wagon is the most expensive here with the range starting at a whopping 1,55 lakh rupees. When it comes to all-round capability though, the Defender holds the ground very well. The Land Rover Defender is an absolute behemoth which is light on its feet. That, coupled with its magnetic character, makes for an enviable package. As surprising as it may sound, the new Defender comes quite close to being all the car you need in the garage, appealing to the family head and the hardcore off-roader.